Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. Today I wanted to talk about my Lasik consultation. In my last video I mentioned that I was wearing my glasses for a couple of days because I had my Lasik consultation coming up. So it has already passed and I'm sorry I might sound like I have a lisp. I bit my tongue so hard, the hardest that I've ever bit it, so it's kind of sticking out because it's healing, and so I have to kind of be careful with how fast I talk, and I could feel my tongue between my teeth, so I don't want to bite it again, so I apologize. I wanted to give you guys a little what to expect if you have a Lasik consultation or if you were thinking about getting Lasik. I can go into the whole backstory of all my visits to the optometrist, my vision, etc., but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to go very specific into what to expect if you're going to have a Lasik consultation and what's going to happen. My husband had Lasik over 10 years ago, and luckily the vision center is still open here in San Diego, so I went ahead and booked an appointment there. When I called, they just asked me a series of questions about my eyesight, my history, how long I've been wearing glasses and contacts, why I wanted to get Lasik, and then I went ahead and booked an appointment. I called on a Friday, I think a Friday or a Thursday, and so they booked an appointment about 5 days later, and in those 5 days they asked that I did not wear my contacts for about 2 to 3 days, 3 days preferably. So I wore my glasses for 3 days. I had never worn my glasses for that long. It was kind of nice, but at the same time kind of bothersome, so be prepared for that. And then when I finally went in for my Lasik consultation, they warned me that my eyes might be dilated. If you have never had your eyes dilated and you're going in for your first Lasik consultation and you need to get your eyes dilated, they recommend you have somebody drop you off and pick you up, because if you've never had your eyes dilated, which I have multiple times, it's very uncomfortable and you're very sensitive to any light and you just kind of feel like dizzy, it's kind of like hazy, so it's just very uncomfortable. So if it's your first time, I would suggest you having somebody drive you there and then pick you up, or just hang out in the office while you're getting your eyes examined. It's not 100% that you would get your eyes dilated. It all depends on how big your pupils are, or if they measure it. If they can get all of the measurements and photos done without having to dilate you, they will. But that's something that you're going to have to sign off for, so that you are aware of like the risks of just driving or whatever. When I went in for my Lasik consultation, I just drove myself. If you are used to getting your eyes dilated, they ask you to just bring some sunglasses if you are going to be driving home, so you're not sensitive to the sunlight while you're driving. While you're there, you're going to be signing a bunch of paperwork. Just like any doctor that you go to for the first time, they're going to ask you about your history. Because this is an eye doctor, they're going to ask you about the health of your eyes, and also maybe some family history of maybe somebody that in your family they have issues with their eyes. They want to know that as well. And then when you go in to one of the rooms, it's exactly like getting your eye exam done. If they have the little machine that checks your eyesight, they put little glasses over, and they ask you which one's better, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, and they want to just confirm your prescription. So once they kind of figure out what your prescription is or confirm it, you do like the reading the letters on the walls and all that good stuff, just like a regular eye exam. Then they put me into another room with all of these super high-tech machines. It was a very dark room, and it was just all these different machines. I think I sat down for 4 machines. They're basically going to make you sit in front of these machines super close up with the brightest lights possible, and like the machines get super close to your eyes. I am used to putting my finger in my eye because I wore contacts for like 2 decades now, so getting things close to my eye, I can keep my eyes wide open. But if you aren't really good with putting things near your eyes or putting contacts in your eyes, it can get a little scary. So just want to warn you that you just have to be prepared with things being really close to your eyes. They shine super bright lights in your eyes because the 4 machines are basically measuring your eyes and taking photos of your eyes, and they are measuring both the outside and taking photos of the outside and inside. I don't know how they do it. These machines are amazing, and you just have to sit there, sit really still. Sometimes the person will tell you to blink because they want to see how naturally your pupils respond to light. And then one main machine, which even my husband told me beforehand, one main machine that's going to basically determine whether you're going to be a good candidate or not is the one that measures your cornea. Because if your cornea is too thin, then you're not a good candidate. And I don't know, they didn't mention anything about the thickness, if it's too thick, so I don't know about that. But the number I remember vaguely was anywhere between 400 and 600, and I apologize, I don't remember the actual measurement. I just know that the magic numbers were like between 400 and 600, and I was right in the middle. My right eye was, I think, 545, and then my left eye was about 540. So thank goodness. The tech told me that based on everything that he's seeing, it looks like I'm a good candidate. However, it's going to be up to the doctor. It's going to have the final say. So I was really happy. That machine, when they measure your cornea, it's like this light, and what it does is takes a bunch of photos from one side of your eye to the other, and you can't blink, and it just measures your cornea. So it's really cool. It's just very, very sophisticated machine. And then after that, we went back into the room, and they didn't have to dilate my eyes, thank goodness, but they did have to put some drops in my eyes that were tinted kind of like a mustard yellow, and they used that before they used another machine, and it's again just a bright light that they have to look inside. I don't know if they're looking for some kind of like issues like cataracts or glaucoma. I have no idea. If you want to know, you could probably ask or look that information up. But they give you a tissue, and you can, you know, dab away at whatever is coming down, and don't be alarmed because the residue is very bright yellow, but it doesn't stain your eyes, it doesn't stain your face, so don't worry about that. And also, they didn't tell me that I didn't need to, that I shouldn't wear makeup to my appointment. However, because I've been to the ophthalmologist so many times, I just was very careful to not wear like mascara or fake eyelashes or, you know, anything like that on your eyes before you go. So really good tip before you even go into your LASIK consultation, because that stuff will just be everywhere by the time you're done. So if you cannot wear eye makeup, I would suggest that. And then after that residue was gone, it didn't last at all. The feeling kind of went away, the yellowness went away, so don't have to worry about that. After that was done, the tech can kind of, I mean, I don't know if they're supposed to, but they can kind of give you, you know, their take on what they see as far as the measurements go, because they're with you the whole time. So the guy was saying, you know, everything looks good on paper, but ultimately the doctor will have the last say. So he left and the doctor came in. He was so friendly, so nice. I just love it when doctors come in that are, you know, been doing it for so many years, and they just come in and they're just cool and relaxed, and so that just made me feel more comfortable. And he also did a few of the machines to look at my eyes and kind of determine, you know, everything that he saw on paper kind of corresponded to everything that he's seeing. And he just straight up told me I am a good candidate, everything looks good for LASIK. If I wanted to get it done, we can schedule an appointment. So yay! And so yeah, I said I was ready, I was excited, and then I sat down with a person who talked to me about financing. And then once we got scheduled, he said, oh, we can get you in next Friday. So I don't know if it's every single doctor that does this, but the doctor only does LASIK surgery Thursday and Friday, because that way if you're working or, you know, whatever you're doing, you have the weekend to recover. It only takes usually about 24 hours for people to just fully recover from LASIK surgery. I'm gonna go in next Friday, which is gonna be March 1st. I'm going to try and document everything that I can up to the point. It's going to be, he said it's about an hour and 15 minutes for the appointment. Hour is just the prep, and then about 10 minutes or less to actually do the procedure, which is amazing. So they just went over the paperwork. I went ahead and scheduled it, and we talked about like the pre-op stuff. So I don't want to get into that too much about the actual LASIK, because once I get the LASIK procedure, I will talk about that also. So this video isn't super long, but I was given a prescription of 2 different eye drops. One of them I will be putting in my eye once a day, so I'll put it in right before I go to bed. And then the other prescribed eye drops I have to put in 4 times a day, and I have to start that the Thursday right before my LASIK eye surgery, so the last day of February, and then my appointment's on March 1st. So I just have to remember those. I already have those prescriptions, eye drops in my medicine cabinet, and I have little reminders on my phone so I know to put them in. And then also one more thing before the actual LASIK procedure is, just like with the consultation, they don't want you to wear your contacts, but they actually ask you to wear your glasses or no contacts for at least 5 days before the procedure. So next Monday is when I'm gonna have to wear glasses every single day leading up to it. Also, I wanted to tell you, they are going to be doing a monovision correction, which means they are going to make my dominant eye, this right eye, 2015, which is perfect vision, beyond perfect vision. And then they're going to do this a little bit less than 2015 so that I can still have a little bit of my nearsightedness vision intact before I have to wear readers, because I am in my 40s. And so that is something that, you know, I could just say, no, I don't want that. I just want both 2015, but I went ahead and agreed to it, because if for some reason, after a few weeks or so, if I don't feel comfortable with the monovision, I can just go in and get it corrected, do a little bit of a tweak, and no charge, it's all included. And what I also love about this place is that if anywhere down the line, say 10 years down the line, and I feel like my vision is starting to deteriorate just a little bit, I can go in for another tweak, all included. So if you're looking for a place and you're not in San Diego, definitely find a place that also includes all of that stuff for free. It's part of your, the customer service that they provide to their patients. And as far as the cost goes, we kind of joke about this, but it's very, very true. This is your vision that we're talking about. These are your eyes. You only have two of them. And it's not like using a Groupon for your haircut and going get a haircut and you get a botched haircut, but your hair grows back. It's just hair. These are your eyes. I would not take advantage of some kind of 2-for-1 deal or buy LASIK for one eye, get one for free, unless you are getting it from a very reputable LASIK surgeon, vision center, whatever it is. If you know somebody personally that has had their eyesight corrected there, that's the only way that I would probably go in for a place that is offering some kind of huge discount, because just like everything, you get what you pay for. And if you get a really great referral from somebody that you know that has been there, and you see tons of reviews of people who have had successful surgeries there and they're offering a really great promo deal, then take advantage of it, of course. But if you are, going to some place that's offering buy one eye, get one for free, has no reviews, nobody has gone there, I probably wouldn't go there. So make sure you are doing your research and going to somebody that you know is going to be, have quality work and is going to take care of you for the long haul. So that is it for this video. Leave me any questions down below and wish me good luck. I'm so super excited. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I post videos, especially the one where I am going to be giving you the update after my LASIK procedure. Hoping everything goes right, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.